like, who's your main clients out here?
I really don't black guys. I don't.
You don't?
Papi! Papi! Hey, Papi, how you doing?
You
No, I don't
got-
fuck with black guys.
All right, so
Come on.
what's your name?
Pamela Irvine. I'm sorry, this is so ghetto. Oh, well.
That's good. So do they call you anything out here?
And no, I don't have a nickname.
You don't have a nickname?
Pam.
All
Pamela.
right. And so how old are you?
35.
And did you grow up in this area? Where are you from?
Marina Valley. Well, actually, I was born in Long Beach, lived in Compton until I was about 3 years old. My adopted mom brought us to Marina Valley, and then from Marina Valley, I was like pretty much all over. But yeah. Okay, so it's like a long story, but so my dad, rest in peace, he just recently passed away. My dad and my mom, they abandoned me and my little brother in a hotel room. We were like 2 years old. They abandoned us in a hotel room, and the police ended up having to come get us because they ended up getting arrested because they were on drugs, but they ended up getting arrested. And the police came and got me and my little brother out this hotel room. Mind you, we were in this hotel room for like 2 days. And I was like 2 years old. My little brother was like 1. And I was like I was crazy because they were like, I was feeding him and changing his diapers. Like it was crazy as hell. But they were like, so my aunt came all the way from Reno Valley to Los Angeles to come pick up me and my little brother. And we were with her ever since. So she adopted us.
So you grew up with your aunt?
My aunt and my grandma.
So how'd you end up out here in San Bernardino?
Okay, so fast forward. Okay, so I got pregnant with my first son. Me and his dad was really, really abusive and like narcissistic abuse and just overall just physically abusive. And I ended up losing custody of my son because I didn't call the police on his dad after he beat me up. But mind you, whenever me and him fought, we always took our son out of the household. Like we either took him to his grandma's, or we never fought around our son, but they just said because I didn't call the cops, I got failure to protect and lost my son. He and his dad ended up getting custody of him because he had more of a financial backing, and I was pretty much just by myself.
And so where are they at now?
My son and his dad are, I believe they're in Oklahoma now. My son's 13th birthday is today. And I haven't seen my son since he was 2 years old. His dad like lied to me. Was like, "Oh, if you sign for custody, I'll let you see him whenever you want. Hey, you can come move with us." And that was all lies. He just ended up, as soon as I signed for custody, he packed my son up and moved him to Oklahoma. And I didn't even know he lived in Oklahoma until 6 months later. I became I was homeless for like almost 8 years before I finally got into a program. But I was homeless for like 8 years, and then that's the reason why I got out here is because I didn't have anywhere to go when I lost custody of my son, because me and my baby's dad, that's all I had was me and him in our apartment. Once we lost that, I was homeless. And my baby's dad, he can go back to his mom's. He had a support system. I didn't. But
so you can't go back to your aunt's?
No, it's me and my family are really close. We're not really
close.
Not really, no. I mean, I love my family to death, don't get me wrong, but I've just never felt like, I don't know, I've just never really been close to them. The only person I was really close to in my family was my grandma. She passed away last year on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
So she passed away last year on my birthday. My dad passed away, like, I want to say 2 weeks ago.
So you really just and nobody, right? You're just out here on your own.
Pretty much. I mean, my sister, it's crazy because, like, my sisters live out here, but I barely see them heifers. Like, I don't never see them. I think I seen them when I found out about my dad. They came with my dad's wife out here. They drove around. But I'm like, if you guys, it was that easy to find me then, why in the hell you couldn't find me all these other years when I was homeless? I was at Parisville Park. I wasn't even far. Like, everybody knew where I was at. My best friend Jade, who lives in Atlanta, came out here and found me. Like, how do you guys? So I just figured, hey, they got their own life, and I'm not judging them. It is what it is. But me and my family just haven't really been close.
So when was the last time you talked to your baby? Like phone, anything?
His dad won't let me. I contacted his father plenty of times. It's just, his dad was just like, it was like pulling teeth just to get a picture.
How old is your baby now?
13. His 13th birthday's today. I haven't seen my son over 11 years. 11, 12 years. Yeah.
And so right now, are you staying on the streets? Nope. Or are you bouncing?
No, I have an apartment.
Oh, you got your own place?
Yeah, I got my own place. Step Up, it's a good program. Step Up, woo-woo.
Okay, so you're
Step Up on Second. So I was homeless at Parisville Park, but no one ever really thought I was homeless. Like, I never really like portrayed like the homeless bum type, so like a lot of people were just always like, wow, like first of all, they said you're too pretty to be homeless, but I'm said, what does pretty have to do with homeless?
Yeah,
nothing.
No, nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
So what are you saying? Like, I'm too pretty to not sell my ass and be like, you know, like, but they pretty much this program called Step Up, their mental health program, because of my past trauma and abuse, you know, from certain relationships and certain family issues and stuff. I've had a lot of run-ins with the mental health. I've had a lot of mental health issues.
So you have PTSD and stuff like that?
Yeah, like bad. I've actually worked on it a lot recently, like just, you know, past couple years, just doing a lot of like self-searching and like, you know, but yeah, program found me, and they pay your rent and your utilities. I've been in the program for 5 years now, and I've been having my own place for 5 years, so I've been off the streets for 5 years.
And so how do you get like your necessities, little things that you want, you know?
I hustle. I mean, because at the end of the day, I've had a job. I've had like little jobs here and there, but it's like no one's really trying to hire me. I don't have transportation. I don't. It's like I don't even have money to wash clothes. So like I just have. It's just being off the streets is not really even being off the streets. All it means is you have a roof over your head and some water to wash your ass. At the end of the day, you still have to come out and hustle like as if you were homeless. Right. Like for food, this like it's man, and this with inflation and everything so expensive nowadays. Who has the money like to do anything? Like, I'm not going to be out here panhandling. I'm trying to get a job, but don't nobody want to hire me.
So tell me, so what do you do to get by? How do you get your cash?
I have sugar daddies, but I'm not.
Okay.
I have guys who look out for me because I've known them, because, like, I've known them for so long. Like, I've known, like, I usually try to, like, talk to people that, like, like work in businesses. Like, one right here, one right there, one right there. Okay, all right. And then they're friends and stuff like that, but...
So you got
And then I hustle, I sell stuff, like, I sell, like, stuff. I do stuff online. So that's not the only thing I do. Like, it's just supplements, you know. I have, like, little side hustles.
So you got the finesse going.
It's a little.
Okay.
Not too much.
All right. and so, yeah, there's a lot of prostitution out here in San Bernardino.
A lot. You know, I've done it before, but I wouldn't, I'm, like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna knock it because I've done it, and I mean I do it every now and then, but like it's not to the point where like I used to do it when I was really young, like 21, 22. After I was in the military, after I got out the military, I was in the military for like a good year and then got out because of medical discharge. That's why I started even being out here like this. But so I'll do like maybe 1 day to day. Okay. If that, like, and that's like. Well, that's because I'm like charging like $200, but okay. But most girls out here charge like $30, $40. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would never.
And is it dangerous?
You know, you have to have a good spirit of discernment. You have to have a good like intuition. Like your intuition has to be on point when it comes to these streets. And thank God, knock on wood, that I have not encountered anything detrimental or deadly or anything like that out here. Like I could walk out here in San Bernardino streets, even though it's like the deadliest place ever. Like I could walk out here at 3 in the morning and not be like, it doesn't faze me. People are like, how could you do that? I'm so scared. Scared of what? All the seedy underbelly and all the weirdos that be in the corners and the shadows and all the freaks and all the drug addicts. Those are my friends. What am I afraid of? All the people that you'd be afraid of, I'm cool with them.
So has anything ever happened to you? Like what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
No, actually, I've been blessed because, like I said, you have to have a good spirit of discernment. When I don't go and jump in anybody's car. Yeah. I don't. If I get that gut feeling like I'm not doing it. The worst thing that's ever happened to me is I was in New York doing this, and I got popped by the police, and I went to jail overnight. But that was it.
So how many different cities have you been to, like to work?
To work.
To do that,
like New York, Arizona. That was when I was a dancer though, and I escorted and did like adult videos and stuff like that. But I've never done boy-girl videos online. No, you will not see me. You know, I've done lesbian movies, but not like that.
So how much are you making like in a day?
In a day, you know, it takes like honestly, I want to say like maybe like $150. Okay. $150, and that's just from one date. So like I just do that one date, and I'll be done for the rest of the day.
And
I'll just come home. I'll just come home, go buy me some food, come home and chill. Like I don't want to be out here like that. I don't want to be just seen out there. You know what I mean?
When you're like having with another person for money, is it? Do you
numb
ever,
yourself?
What's that?
You don't feel it. You don't. Matter of fact, it's like I almost like astral project because I'm like, I'm not even there. I know I'm not even there.
Okay.
It's like I'm like on like it's like automatic. Boom! You push a button, and my mentality and my conscious, it's just not there. I'm not like just like a robot, but I'm a whole different person. Like it's like I flip. like my mask, like boom.
And so then, how do you do with like relationships?
I don't.
You don't.
I don't have relationships because every time I've had a relationship, when I have relationships, I have daddy issues, and I know I know all of the answers to my problems. I just don't like to apply it. Like that's like my curse. So it's like I know I have daddy issues, and I know I have PTSD when it comes to men and this and that. But I try not to let that mess up my spirit. Like try to be like a still happy, like chill person. I don't want to be like evil or nothing like that. But like guys, it's just, you know what it is, and I know what it is. It's the area that I'm in. If I was to take myself out of this area and be in a different environment, a different like energy vibration area, like I would literally, it would be a lot different with the men that I meet. Because it's if you're in this area, you're gonna meet nothing but this area kind of people at the end of the day, even if they're like legit or whatever. Because even if they're like legit, like A1 guys, you know, like they're looking at you like you're a prostitute anyways, so you're never gonna really have a serious relationship with them anyways.
Right.
Like let's keep it 100. Like so many guys say, oh, that doesn't bother me none, this and that. Okay, but like I was like, oh well, why do you do? I'm like, look, at the end of the day, bro, I do this to survive. And if you want to be my boyfriend, cool, you're fine with that, right? But if you're my boyfriend, then you shouldn't be cool with me doing that. That's how I feel. And if you're not cool with me doing that, then I feel like financially you should help supplement me until I get a job. Or if you're gonna support me, if you're gonna be there for me, you want me to cook your food, you want me to play wifey and all these other things, but then you still let me go out there and go sell my. You sound stupid as that. You're not a real man, and that's not the type of man. Any man that's cool with the I'm doing, I don't want to with him. I need a man to be like, no, babe, I need you to get on the right track. I don't need you to do this. As a matter of fact, here, I'm going to financially help you. I'm not saying support me all the way, because I got my own place. I pay my own rent. I got to pay my own bills. Like, that's not the issue. But if you can financially help support me for it, but the little things, so I don't have to worry about, dang, I'm broke, I ain't got no money in my pocket. Let me go out here and go hit the blade real quick and go do that so I can go buy me something to drink or go buy me a cigarette or, you know, this little shit. You know, but if I had a support system, like I've been so many guys' support systems. I've been that support system for so many men. Like, or like I'll help them get off their feet. I build them up just for them to just dump me and then just bounce with the next bitch. Like, okay, cool. Well, that's fine.
So but, have you ever been in love?
Yes, plenty of times.
Okay.
Plenty of times. When I was younger, when I was older, plenty of times.
And what do you think about love now? Do you think that you'll ever be in love again?
I love so hard that I'm still in love with my ex-boyfriend. Like I still like when I see but it takes a certain person. Like when I'm done, I'm an Aries. When I'm done, I'm done. Like it takes a lot for me to be done with somebody though, especially like if I have like them emotions towards somebody. But then I also realized like I was just like doing some soul searching, and I was thinking about like that whole like feeling that you get in your stomach when you meet somebody that you love. I'm like, but what if that's like a warning sign? What if that's like not like, oh, I'm in love and this and that, and you get those butterflies in your stomach? What if that's like a warning sign to tell you back away from him? Don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, what if that, I don't know why I just thought of that, but I'm like, what if that was like a warning sign? And then like the guys that don't give you that feeling, that are like the normal guys, girls never really want. Girls never, like, it's so weird. It's because trust me, I have a ton of guys like throw themselves at me, like, I'll take care of you, this and that, and just look at them like this. I'll take care of myself. That's not what I want from you. Like, you know, like, it's, I don't know. I want honesty, because I'm completely honest, like, to my own detriment. Like, and then nobody nowadays can be honest. No men can be honest. Like, I'm sorry, that's what it is. Like, no, honestly, no one ever tells anybody everything. I'm like, if you like a girl, like a girl. I don't give a fuck. Are you taking care of me? Are you making sure I'm okay? Can I drive your car? I don't give a shit. Then go have 5 different bitches. I'm good. Because monogamy does not bother me none. And that's not necessarily saying that I have to fuck a bunch of different guys, because that's not me. Like, when I'm in a relationship and he's like supporting me and helping me, and to where I don't have to do this, I'm not fucking on no guys. I don't even, as a matter of fact, I don't even like touching other guys. Even when I do this and I'm single, I'm like, don't tug me, don't touch. I got intimacy issues. I'm like, don't hug me. I don't even want you around me. It's only like for that one person to hug me, or that one, like, so I guess in a sense I have a monogamous mentality or mind state, but I living in the world you have to adapt to the world that you're in, so it is what it is.
Do you ever get any like women out here trying to sleep with you?
All the time.
Pick you up?
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh. There's a lot of girls out here, like you know, the net scene, you know, the illegal gambling spots and things like that. There's one right. But anyways, like you meet a lot of people with a lot of different stories. Everybody has a story, and it's, you know, like everybody has, like when I was homeless, like I literally helped so many. I tried to help so many people, like, and I just heard a whole bunch of people's stories, and it's sad sometimes, like
it is,
and it's crazy, like how people are just like treat them like trash, like they're just. But I'm like, the most spiritually awakened people, like, I found are on the streets. They're not even like the cuckoo ones that be like talking to themselves, walking in circles, because that, you know, that there's a method to that too. Like there's a reason why those people are like that too. But it's weird. They'll be attracted to me. Like I have somebody like flipping out, doing crazy shit, and then they'll look at me, and then they'll just like walk to me, and I'm like, oh my god, here we go, another nut job. Because I'm like, I always attract those kind of people because it's my I think it's just the spirit that I have. Because those people, I know what I shot, that have demons. And I believe that they're spiritually in tune, and they probably had a spiritual awakening, but because they didn't have guidance and they were under the influence and they already had pre-existing mental health issues, I think that their spiritual awakening kind of set them off into like, because I don't even think that person's even there. That person's like astral projected somewhere else, and that a demon took over that person's body. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I don't even. Sometimes I'm like, that's not even that person, bro.
No, they're not there no more.
They're not even there no more. They're gone. You can see the blank, like their eyes are just blank.
Yeah, something took over their mind.
Right.
So, where do you see yourself in the next 6 months?
Ask me where I see myself in next 6 minutes, because I don't think I don't really plan for the future.
Okay.
I live my life day to day, but because you never know, anything can happen. You could die. You can, especially in San Bernardino, you have to like that has to be a factor. It sucks. But in the next 6 months, I see myself with at least another car, because I've had a lot of cars, but another car. I think I might start stripping again. I don't know. I gotta figure out something to do. I don't know. But you know what? You never know what could happen. I could be on a yacht somewhere in Dubai. You never know. But you know, at the end of the day, as long as I'm happy, I'll be alright. It wouldn't matter what I'm doing or where I'm at. Just, you know, I could be homeless again. I could not be. But as long as I'm happy, because at the end of the day, when we all die, none of this stuff matters. None of it matters. Like, and that's the crazy part. None of this money, nothing matters. When you die, you dead. That's it. It's a wrap. Unless you can like pay somebody to get another. Like, come on now, bro. It's a wrap. So it's over at least until your next lifetime, or what if you reincarnate, or whatever the case, whatever your spiritual beliefs is. You know, my spiritual beliefs is like way out there. But yeah, so it's a wrap. But at the end of the day, you just gotta try to stay as positive as possible on this earth, and I try to just be like the nicest person I can be without getting ran over, because can't be no punk, because motherfuckers take advantage of it. But you do have to just pay it forward, and you know, try to be helpful as possible, because I find joy in helping people. Like, that's what brings me happiness, is to help my friends or help someone else, like, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
And if I had a wish, like, I would wish that I would be more financially abundant, so I could bless other people. Like, I wish I had more money, or I wish I had a lot of money, just for the simple fact is I want to help other people, and I want to bless other people. It feels so good to know that you help somebody. It's not even necessarily for myself, because I could care less, but I like blessing people and helping people, and I wish, you know, financial wise, I wish I was more able to do that. But with the little bit of scraps I am given, I still help, and I still, you know, try to look out. So
thank you for spending some time with me and to talk to me.
No problem.
Give me some of your story. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, thanks.
I'm a Snapchat filter.